Superman. He's all around us. Look up. What's the tagline? He's in the sky. Look up in the sky.
Yeah. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Doug McDoubles, and next to me is the greatest co-host of all time, is Ray McFlurry the second, the DC Don Dada. I'm telling you right now, and today is a DC Don Dada type of day because we got the first official Superman trailer, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good day to be alive. Let's fuck the DCEU till the day we die. We're just saying fuck you to Black Adam, and we're happy that we're getting Mr. Guy Gardner. Bars.
Yes, let's start right there. Guy Gardner.
Boom.
One Guy Gardner scene, and he's already the best live-action Green Lantern ever. He, with one flick of the hand, aura farms harder than any single scene of any live-action Green Lantern ever.
Just baller.
Baller move, dude. Just fuck out of here. You know?
Like, it was beautiful.
Yeah. He can make anything with that ring, and he made a fucking backhand. You know,
it's Guy
Get
Gardner.
the fuck out of here. I love it. It's Guy Gardner. It's Guy Gardner, man.
We got to see him and Hot Girl in the Peacemaker teaser, and Maxwell Lord kind of interview him for, I guess, their Justice Society of Friends or whatever the fuck they are. But man, the Superman trailer was absolutely beautiful.
It was great. Yeah, there was a lot. We'll just jump right in. There was a lot to love about this. Like, so when you talk about, man, we got a new Batman, what's the first thing you say? Like, well, what is his Batman voice? Right? We watched the Batman, like Robert Pattinson. It's like, well, what's the voice sounding like? The new Batman show, the Batman, whatever, Batman Noir bullshit. Cape Crusader. Yeah, it's, you watch it and it's like, well, what is Hamish Linklater's Batman voice? Nothing else matters. Previous work doesn't matter. What is his Batman voice? And you don't really think about it the same way when you go into Superman. But, right, the most iconic Superman actors, they had a very distinct Clark Kent voice and body language, and a very distinct Superman voice and body language. And in this trailer, immediately with this interview between Lois and Superman, even though Lois and Clark are a couple, like with that dynamic, you immediately get to hear his Clark switched into his Superman voice.
That
switch is insane.
That lean over when he went, Miss Lane, like, dude, I paused it and I went, whoa, shit.
That was a mic drop.
That was awesome.
Insane.
Like, I was really like, oh, how are we gonna do this? Like, that's, again, like, you're right. What's the voice? What's it gonna be like? What's the transition into that character to superhero? Like, I have to know. And he leaned over, said, Miss Lane. Like, it was beautiful.
Let's fucking start.
Beautiful.
Man. It was so good. Yeah. So you don't typically think about what's the Superman voice, but Corn Split. I mean, we knew he had the look nailed since the second he was cast.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We knew that was Superman, and just, oh my God. The voice is incredible. The switch from Clark to Superman, so good. This dynamic between Lois and Clark is just going to be fantastic. Like,
I noticed in this trailer a lot, because there was a lot more of like facial shots of Corn Sweat, almost trying to shut every Snyder fan up about every eye twitch or whatever the fuck they have an issue with.
We don't have to hide a mustache, motherfuckers.
Yeah, suck our ass. But you know what I saw when I saw Corn Sweat? I saw a young Brendan Fraser.
I kind of get that.
Like
I can kind of see
the scene where he says, "Hey, like up here," like that shot. Yes. I saw young Brendan Fraser, which also beautiful
camera work,
dude. I was really impressed.
Dude, what a great bit of camera work. Superman's so fast, dude. The camera's got to catch up. So
Chef's
funny.
Kiss, dude. It's perfect.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good, dude. Just every little fucking visual coolness you can do for Superman. James Gunn is pulling out all the stops, dude.
It's that simple. Like, it was beautifully done. Like, I was thoroughly impressed with this shit, man. Like,
it was so good.
We saw Mr. Terrific. We saw Metamorpho. We saw Lex Luthor. We saw Ultraman.
We heard Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Which, by the way, let's
go ahead.
In a lot of Superman stuff, right?
Yep.
The big conflict is between Superman, the protector of the world, and Lex Luthor, the president of the United States. Okay? And I want to ask, they haven't said Lex Luthor is the president in the DCU.
No.
But in this trailer, Lois said, "Did you even ask the president?" And the next shot or the previous shot, I can't remember which way it was.
It was
Lex Luthor, pretty close up with a shit-eating grin on his face.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, is that just saying in the DC, the greater DCU, Lex is the president of the United States? Like, that's crazy.
Insane to think.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because I mean, like, it's not LexCorp that's one of the biggest corporations right now. It's Lord Tech. Like, we were able to bring
Argus,
Star Labs. Like,
Star Labs.
It's bigger things surrounding it. And what does Lex want? The world and to kill Superman. Like,
right. Because I mean, like with the DCAU and whatever, all the DC universes, like LexCorp isn't. It's not like Walmart. It's not like a worldwide monster. It's the biggest tech company in Metropolis. Just like Star Labs is like the biggest in Central City.
Yep.
So like it's going to be a major player there, but outside of it, who knows? I'm really excited to see just how self-contained these cities are, because really in the comics and a lot of cartoons, like they're very different cities.
Yeah, vastly.
Like, they're vastly different cities, but
I really liked Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for this movie. A couple things I want to point out. The shot of of him and Superman in that square with Metamorpho. I slowed it down. If you look at his backhand, he's holding like up against the glass. His entire hand is bright green. Essentially, I assume that he's turned his hand to kryptonite.
Oh shit!
Like logically.
Yeah.
Which is amazing to see, because what else is fucking bright green like that? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's, and they're beating him up, and he's like he's getting an ass whooping. So like it's a variable enough he's able to get hit. You know what I mean? He's able to hurt. Right. So it's got to be kryptonite. We saw the engineer, like what she looked like a little bit. Like
we saw her.
I'm really pumped.
Ultraman. We saw the Hammer of Boravia.
Yeah.
So what that is? That's a deep cut. It's the country they're talking about. Which, let's throw it back a little bit more. The interview they're doing, the Lois Lane and Superman interview. She alludes to like him stopping a war. Well, that country, like the hero from that country, the Hammer of Boravia, is like, I guess that's the weapon, or maybe that's the person's name. I don't know. I actually didn't know that before this this trailer came out. I had no idea who that character was.
Same.
But yeah, so they're from that country. They come wreaking havoc in Metropolis, and it's like a direct consequence of his actions there and shit. But like, we saw the engineer, we saw Ultraman, we saw Hammer of Boravia, we saw Lex storming the fortress, we saw Crypto whooping ass. Like, we saw just the dynamic. Like, you can't love Superman if you don't love Lois Lane. And I believe that very genuinely.
Yeah.
It's the same way you can't love Batman if you don't love Robin. Like, he's been there since the beginning.
Yep.
It's the same with Lois. Like, a good Superman isn't a good Superman without a good Lois Lane. And already with this dynamic, Clark is her boyfriend. They are a couple. Yeah. She loves Clark. She asks to interview him as Superman. He agrees. And she does not interview as Superman's girlfriend. She has the journalistic integrity, as Lois Lane should, to fucking grill him.
Dude.
Absolutely grill him. Because, like, of course, she knows his motivations, and she knows how he thought about, like, why he stopped the war, and, you know, all of his decision-making. Of course, she knows that. But the reporter does not know that. And so just to see in just this little snippet that dynamic.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
beautiful.
Because it's beautiful. Because the only person, like, there's two people in the world that could piss Superman off: Lex Luthor and Lois Lane. Like, there are two people that can get under his fucking skin, man. And you saw it in this trailer. And that's the perfect Lois, man. You don't have a good Superman without a good Lois.
Miss Brosnan.
Every adaptation, bro. My Adventures with Superman, the fucking CW show,
Smallville,
Superman and Lois, Smallville, same thing. Every adaptation, if it does not have a good Lois, it is not a good Superman.
Yep.
And I can already tell, like, Rachel Brosnahan, it's gonna fucking kill it,
dude. Genuinely,
just from the trailer alone, bro.
A couple, like, maybe two more things, and we'll branch off into more topics. But in more of the shots, we saw Superman on the phone as Clark. Yes. And Jimmy Olsen was hitting him with a paper.
Yeah.
And he was fucking with him. Immediate excitement for their dynamic.
Yes. I'm excited.
In whatever capacity that James Gunn shot and left in the film,
yes.
I'm excited off that shot alone. It's just like, oh, he gets a best friend. Like, he gets a friend. Let's go. Like, and we get to see it.
I'm excited.
Like, it's going to be great. I can't wait, man. Mr. Terrific looked fucking incredible. Like, we saw him with the T-spheres, him coming down. Like, it looked so good, dude.
Yeah, he looked great.
Oh, okay. So you were talking about the shot of Lex Luthor and then the word of the president, like, they're being simultaneously. Yeah. Even during that interview of, like, that cut of scenes, she even talked about the Secretary of Defense. And the next shot was Rick Flagg Sr. Was immediately Rick Flagg Sr.
Could be, yeah.
But in the Peacemaker trailer, they said he is now the full, like, commander or runner, like, runner of operations for Argus. So, because, like, realistically...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like,
I'm interested to see that as well.
So, like, what kind of promotion did he get? What the fuck is happening from Peacemaker to where he is now? Like, this is genuinely...
I'm excited, bro.
Crazy to think. I'm pumped with everything Superman is doing, man. What else do you have to say about the trailer?
A couple more things. I love Ma and Pa Kent. That's another thing, dude.
I just clean your boots. I'll go get them. Like,
yes. Oh, it's brilliant, dude. That's the same level of wholesome as thanks. My mom made it for me and flies off like Tyler Hoechlin killed it. Yeah, like it's the same level of that moment. Like that. That's the way. Like Justice League Unlimited, like the Christmas episode.
Yes.
It's like the same level of wholesome, man. Like, I mean, like I'll address the elephant in the room. We're gonna watch Pa Kent die in this movie, probably. Yeah, like it's probably gonna happen. But what a perfect casting, dude! Like the farmhouse for Metropolis, it looks great. Beautiful. That looks like every farmhouse from where we live, dude. Yeah, like it looks perfect. And I saw people on Twitter. And people are online too much. They were just like, Pa Kent doesn't look like, isn't Pa Kent supposed to be a farmer? Why is he fat and out of shape? And I'm like, have you never seen have you ever gone to an Ace Hardware in your life? Like, what do you think?
Fool.
That looks like every motherfucker you would ever see.
They got a big belly, but they work hard every damn day.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It's because they have 5 oatmeal cream pies at lunch. That's why they have the belly. It's not because they don't fucking work hard and they're not strong as shit. Yeah, I think they nailed it, man. I think they nailed just every casting in the that we've seen so far has just been perfect.
Yeah,
it's just been perfect. And the one that was like people had any hesitancy on, like you could have, is Guy Gardner's casting. Yeah, or Maxwell Lord. But even the shit we've seen from those two, it looks great. Like, how could you have any complaints now? I just don't. Everything about this has been phenomenal. Like, including. Even more of the we can transition off the trailer. Even more of the promotion, like
the
Milkbone commercial came out before the trailer.
Said, and you have a dog, and then it just cut to Crypto on Superman's chest.
Yeah,
the most adorable shot in the world.
So cute. Yeah, so that shot actually showed up in a Milkbone ad that ran.
Yep.
With him laying on Superman's chest, and then also Mr. Terrific, like chumming him with a Milkbone or whatever. Like that was also an ad. So super cool. Like, it's cool to see that promotion already because that also tied into a comic.
Boom.
Yeah, so DC, they released a tie-in comic to the Milkbone collaboration called Superman, A Friendship Unleashed. I think it's a digital-only comic, but it's it's a crypto-centric DC universe canon comic of Superman and Crypto adventures.
Corn Sweat. Superman and Crypto.
Yeah, very specifically Corn Sweat.
Yeah.
Got the logo and everything. Not drawn like Corn Sweat, but it's his logo and suit and everything.
Right.
It looks great, dude.
Yes, we saw the first look of the Superman watches, and I can't wait, dude. They look phenomenal.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like, when we say they're doing collabs with everyone for Superman, it includes Fossil, the fairly expensive watch brand.
Yeah, fairly expensive watch brand.
Fairly expensive. Like, it can come out. Here's 2 different watch faces that's going to come out from Fossil. One is Corn Sweat Superman flying through the air of Metropolis, with Metropolis in the background, and it says Metropolis City of Tomorrow at the bottom.
And then the next one is more of like a metal engraved, but like fortified.
Yeah, like metal stamped. rough metal brushed
of the Superman emblem.
Yeah.
Of the S logo.
Of the DCU Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks awesome.
It looks amazing. I can't wait. An even better one, something that you and I will definitely we'll start parading over here on this show. Funko Pops are going to get released soon, ladies and gentlemen. And we got our first
toys. Oh my god.
Our first look at the Superman Funko Pop keychain, and he looks adorable, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm excited to buy way too much useless plastic. I've preach hate for Funko Pop most of the time, but I have so many of them.
Dude, we have so many. I put mine out.
They're so easy to collect.
Yeah, dude. I had to.
You have to do it.
Dude, this movie is gonna be absolutely spectacular. I can't wait. Truly.
I can't either, man. I was talking to Brad on the phone about it today, which you just shout out. Me and Brad never talk on the phone. So the fact that Superman had us talking on the phone today, it's just bringing the people together, you know? And it was funny, too. Brad, he calls me, right? He's clearly in the car when he calls me because he didn't want to text. So he calls me to talk. He gets to his destination probably in 5 minutes. And then I just hear him walking and just walking and walking. And I know he was, like, going back to work, right? Because it was, like, afternoon time. I guess he was on lunch. And I just... I think he was just doing laps around the church for 41 minutes. If I'm correct, I believe he got back to work and parked, and then just the church takes up about a city block. Yeah, and I think he just walked laps around the block because I would periodically hear him saying, "Hi, how you doing?" or whatever, or like, and then the block laps around, and then they share a parking lot with the school, and he would be like, "Get back to, why aren't you in class?" Or, you know, he would just always like holler something. But we talked for like 41 more minutes once I heard him put the car in park and shut the door and stuff.
Let's go,
it's
dude.
Bringing the people together, man. Yeah, anyway, shout out Brad. He's
that's my motherfucking dog. A couple of things on mine just to get out of the way because they haven't sent yet in the chat, just to get them out of the way, and they'll be nice and cool. We'll go in the cool way of least the worst. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unfortunate Doug is having a bad fucking day because Jayson Tatum is officially out for the season and the remainder of the playoffs and finals and probably about 9 months, almost to a full year, because he had an Achilles tear and underwent successful surgery, thank goodness. Yeah. But hot damn, bro.
It's unfortunate, but yeah. And I keep telling you this, and I know you're a Boston fan, so you're going to be cynical, but God hates the Knicks much more than he hates the Celtics. There is nothing more New York Knicks in the world for the Celtics to lose their best player and still win in 7 games. Like, there is nothing more New York in the fucking world that I could imagine than them choking this series after a, 2-season-ending injury for Jayson Tatum.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of faith. We're kind of watching Game 5 in the background here, but I have faith in God. And I know God does not like the New York Knicks. So
yep. I respect that.
I'm taking the Celtics in 7, baby.
Anyway,
sorry.
If they win this game and we lose and we're out of the playoffs, Ray's going to cut all of that. Anyway.
I ain't cutting shit.
In other news, ladies and gentlemen, the first look of Percy Jackson and the Olympians has came out, and it is just a picture of a giant sea monster, and I cannot wait. Percy Jackson and the Olympians is coming December 2025. It's going to be awesome. Speaking of Disney Plus and Hulu that owns everything now, Hulu showed their first picture for King of the Hill, baby.
This is on my list, too. I think I forgot to send it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
We've had concept art. I think one of the voice actors accidentally leaked some stuff, like the Bobby in a chef's outfit.
Yeah.
This poster is the first official look. And if we pull it up, you see Hank is the only one whose outfit has changed. Boomhauer looks exactly the same, except he's older. Dale obviously has a VR headset, but he's exactly the same. And
Hank is wearing a different shirt.
And Hank's wearing a different shirt. And he's the only one not in the original outfit from the original show.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
But if
more things, yeah. Go ahead.
First of all, Dale, quit the cigs.
Yeah.
Quit the cigs. Got a VR headset on.
He's ripping the vape. He's got the VR headset. They've got Alamo being delivered via drone.
Yep. Bill's
addicted to Megalo Eats, which is the Uber Eats equivalent.
Yeah, and then Boomhauer has got a tablet.
He's an iPad kid with an electric scooter behind him.
Hey, dang old man, I bought iPad man.
It's incredible.
Play all my games, watch it.
I'm so excited. Yeah, Hank looks thoroughly uncomfortable, so I believe the show is going to be centered around just, the original King of the Hill was how different the world was than what Hank thought it was.
Yeah.
And, the revival this many years later,
dude.
It's gonna be about how Hank's just constantly uncomfortable, especially if Bobby lives in Dallas and he has to go to Dallas to see him. Oh my God, yes, it's gonna be fucking incredible. I am so excited.
Yep. Something else that I'm very excited for. ASOKA season 2 has officially begun filming. Rosario Dawson said, and off we go to a galaxy far, far away, alongside a photo on set of just a silhouette with her hair, the little spike, Yeah,
shout out ASOKA.
I can't wait.
That's one of the coldest motherfuckers in Star Wars, period.
Yep. So, in cool news and not cool news, it doesn't matter to us, but it's still awesome because they're just great. AMC officially cuts Wednesday ticket prices by 50% starting in July.
Say it with me.
Fuck the Malco.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck the Malco.
Collectively.
Yeah. Oh, look. In the middle of the fucking playoffs, what do we get? The Superman trailer.
Commercial.
And it's just beautiful.
Another thing. That right there.
Yeah.
They changed that.
Yeah.
They changed that from the original teaser when he gets hit in the head with the can.
And he flinched.
He closed his eyes and kind of flinched. In the actual trailer, no reaction. I don't know if that was from Backlash. I don't know what the deal was, but that is very specifically changed.
Yeah.
This is really funny that this came on the NBA game we're casually watching.
I love it, dude. It's awesome.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah. Let's talk about not awesome.
Oh,
because HBO.
Wait.
They stay pissing me off.
I lied. I got 2 more things. I'm so sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, something Ray and I have been talking about for ages. The Ted animated TV show. We've officially got word as of today.
Hold on. I thought we talked about different news. This pissed me off because I sent this too.
Oh,
we talked about different news months ago.
Yeah,
we said, or did we say? Now I'm misremembering. I thought we said Seth MacFarlane pitched a fit because they tried to say season 2 was going to be too expensive, so they were converting it to an animated series.
Yes,
I thought it was that, but now that I interrupted you bringing up the topic rudely, and I'm very sorry.
No,
and cringe at myself when I edit this later because I'm talking too much. Did he get both of them? Now that I can't remember.
As far as I'm aware, the prequel series isn't happening anymore. Still, we're still
season 2 still going.
I don't believe so. I thought
season 2 was still happening.
I don't believe so. As far as I'm aware, we're only getting the Ted animated series with Mark Wahlberg and Amanda Seyfried, which will then, I assume, base off of the second movie, because that she was the love interest in the second film. Yeah, so let's hope, man. I'm down for it. I think it could be good in theory. I give us 3 seasons.
It'll be good, but it defeats the point of like we said it before. It defeats the point of what Ted is.
Yeah,
the point is there is a talking teddy bear in a universe of humans.
Yep.
If it's a cartoon, it's just slop. It's just stupid. It's just kind of dumb. Which Ted's inherently dumb anyway, but the concept is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then they write a funny show around a pretty funny concept. But if it's all animated, like it's gonna be goofy. It's just like throw it on there with fucking Big Mouth and that type of shit. It's watchable, but it's forgettable. Like you just move on.
It'll get 2 seasons and that'll be it. Probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kristen Ritter will officially return as Jessica Jones in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. She was seen on set of Daredevil season 2 in her full get-up, and that is amazing.
Yeah, I saw she also posted on Instagram like a picture of the leather jacket or something that she wore.
Yeah. In other cool-ass news, Ray and I have been talking about this since the beginning because we were curious if this was ever going to air or even continue. But as of 3 days ago, we got a small, 35-second snippet of Spider Noir.
We did, and it looks sick.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks
immediate.
Awesome.
I can't wait. 2026. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
0 issue. Do not care.
We might get a second season of that before we get fucking Spider-Verse, bro.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Those sons of bitches.
Let's go back to your topics, my friend, because this is just
HBO. Yeah, let's talk about HBO. They stay pissing me off.
Talk about it.
If there's one thing I love, it's not the Game of Thrones show. It's the A Song of Ice and Fire book series.
Yes.
Right, and so I haven't read the Dunk and Egg novella. I haven't read anything with Sir Duncan the Tall or Egg, which is one of the Aegon Targaryen kings throughout the history. But they adapted the show, right? Obviously, season 8 of Game of Thrones ended terribly. It had terrible fan reaction, terrible critic reaction. The actors, Kit Harington and what's
Peter Dinklage, like
what's Daenerys's name?
Oh my goodness,
I can't think of her.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke. They pretty publicly were pretty public and open with hating how their characters ended in season 8.
Yep.
Right. And so to kind of combat that, they were like, well, we're gonna do a Jon Snow show. And then by the end, Kit was like, it's just ruined. I don't want to fucking do it. And it just never happened. And so instead they did House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And it adapted the Fire and Blood series, which is like there's 3 series of books that he's written all in the world.
Yeah.
And this was 2 of the 3. This was separate from the Game of Thrones. And it came out and it changed a lot of things, but it was pretty good, right? And so then they were like, okay, well, this performed well. We know that there's still interest in the Game of Thrones IP on this platform as a show. So let's greenlight this other show. Let's adapt the 3rd series, the Duncan Egg novella. That way, House of the Dragon, we used to, Game of Thrones, we used to drop it every year, but for some reason we can't do House of the Dragon but every 3 years, every 2 years
yeah,
maybe.
for some fucking reason.
So what we're going to do is we're going to greenlight this 3rd show so that every other year we'll still have a Game of Thrones show dropping, right? And so today was the day that the Superman trailer dropped, the Ironheart trailer dropped, and was supposed to be a Night of the Seven Kingdoms trailer dropped, which is the Duncan Egg novella adaptation. 6 episodes, I believe. It was going to adapt maybe 200 pages of the book, like
damn,
this much of the book. It was whatever. It was supposed to come out today, and instead, number 1, they announced they're changing the name back to HBO Max, which we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But number 2, not only did the trailer not drop that I've seen so far, they announced it's delayed to winter 2026. And that's stupid for a lot of reasons, because again, let me go back to what I just said. This was so that we would have House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So they delayed this from a couple months from now until winter 26, which probably means they had to delay House of the Dragon, and so they delayed this also. So now House of the Dragon, which aired quite a while ago now, season 2 of that, the next season of that is going to be 2027 at this point. Like, just with the nature of what this show was, delaying it delays everything. It's just fucking, it doesn't make any sense. And like, if you didn't think it, like if you were a Game of Thrones fan and you didn't see it coming, you're crazy, because there's been no promotion for this show. There's been 1 teaser trailer, and there has been 1 still image that is used in every time somebody brings this up on a news site. The 1 image of Sir Duncan Hall with his helmet off, looking ragged or whatever, with the blonde shaggy hair.
Right.
It was just always destined to be delayed. But it's just crazy that they were like, trailer drops today, let's go. And then it comes out and they're like, well, it's actually delayed 11 months. We're like a month off. Instead of writing Winds of Winter, George R.R. Martin likes to write blog posts. Because anytime they adapt his book, he's an executive producer. Of course he would be. So he's been working closely with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms on this show. And he did a blog post maybe a month ago. And I appreciate you sticking with me. I know you don't know any of this shit. I know you are, but I know you also don't really know what I'm talking about, so I appreciate you listening. It was like a month ago we put out a blog post talking about, he was like, listen, I've heard you. I know House of the Dragon wasn't as faithfully adapted as you might want it to be. This show, though, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, this is the best, most faithfully adapted thing we'll ever do in Game of Thrones. He's like, it is so good. It's coming up soon. First trailer's coming. He hyped it up in the blog post. And then, like, that's been the promotion, and then it's just delayed out of nowhere. It just, I don't know. And people were coping online. They were like, okay, well, this gives him time. Wins a winner this year. Which, no. Again, not happening.
Nope.
But then also, at one point in time, he had said that right now they have 3 novellas for Duncan Egg, which is what they're adapting for the show. He's written 3 mini books or whatever, short books.
Yeah.
Called novellas, I guess. I don't know what the difference is. But he said at one point, he was like, I'm going to write 12 of them. I'm going to write 12 Duncan Egg novellas. He's like, I've already got 2 mostly written now, and I'm going to write 12 of them. And he still has 3 of them, like 10 years later. So people are like, okay, well, where's the rest of the Duncan Eggs? Where's Wins a Winner? Where's, But it's not, this getting delayed isn't going to impact that. It's not like that moves forward. That shit's never coming, dude. That's going to
Never coming.
It's never coming. So it's just frustrating on many, many levels for Game of Thrones fans, you know?
Yeah, it's so disappointing.
This was going to be like, 8 weeks, 6 weeks through the summer, you know? And it was so exciting. Like, it's just that universe is so fucking cool. And the way they adapt it, HBO does it, is beautiful, you know? Like, the look of it is just fantastic, you know? And this show was set 100 years before Game of Thrones, 100 years out after House of the Dragon.
In other news of HBO Max, dude.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
They're officially
and we can say that now.
Name.
I won't correct you now. I've corrected you every time before because it was so stupid.
It was so obliviously dumb.
Yeah.
Like, HBO and then HBO Now and then HBO Max is now officially going back to HBO Max.
It's officially,
Heck
obviously going back to using the brand name that has so much brand name power. Like,
literally.
Like, who in television has as much brand name as HBO? Like, ESPN, like, few. Yeah, HBO, it's just stupid. It's just the best reaction I saw to this was the Michael Scott meme.
Yeah.
Do you know which one I'm talking about without me telling you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Snip, snap, snip, snap. That's what this is. That's what this is. It is fucking stupid. It should have been HBO Max from the start.
Yeah.
There was no sense in taking out HBO in your name. Like, of the two words in your name, HBO was not the one to take out. So yeah, obviously they're going back to HBO Max. Moving on.
In other news, Wonder Man, if you forgot about it on Disney Plus, don't worry. The way Marvel has been going, kind of with their shows, it's been like that. Wonder Man will have 8 episodes. Each will be 30 minutes long, releasing in December on Disney Plus. See?
Yeah, they're hanging quite a few shows out to dry here. Ironheart being one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Wonder Man being the other. 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. That could have been a movie.
Yeah.
That is really... We used to get 28 episode seasons of 45-minute episodes of Lost.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah,
exactly what I was going to say, you motherfucker. Read my mind.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like, we used to get that every year for like 12 seasons. Or like, I mean, God forbid I bring up Scrubs, but Scrubs was like that too. Like, they would put out 45 episodes.
Yeah.
For 25 years. Or like The Simpsons, they put out 1,000 episodes a year. Like, yearly, dude.
And disrespect, dude.
This is crazy. 8 episodes is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, the difference in the Netflix Daredevil versus the Marvel Disney Plus Daredevil. Like, what were that? It was like 23 episodes or something.
Night and day, dude.
Yeah, versus, it's just, what's the point? I mean, I guess you can tell your story in 8 episodes of 30 minutes each, but...
Yeah, you're not going to get a second season, man. Like,
yeah, it's not like it builds up into anything. It's not like it builds up into the greater MCU, probably.
Yeah, no.
It's just kind of they're hanging it out to dry. Because this is the first I've heard about it.
Yeah.
And it releases in December.
Yep. And Ironheart trailer dropped, and it was okay, but that show's going to flop. That's not going to get a second season. No one's going to care about it. It's going to be okay.
That's even... Ryan Coogler's on that, isn't he? And it's not... It's going to be terrible. It's going to bomb like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's even with Ryan Coogler and the very talented actress...
Riri Williams.
Riri Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting done dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just going to bomb.
And it's devastating. In other news from Marvel, apparently, unfortunately, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra will officially now be launching early 26, taking this additional time to allow us to add more polish and make sure we give you the best possible experience and one that lives up to our vision. We have some exciting things in store and look forward to sharing more soon. So essentially, they're like, hey, we don't want this to be Kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
And we want more DLCs. We don't want this to be Spider-Man 2. We want more DLCs. We want DLCs for about 4 years. You understand?
Exactly.
You know, we want the good shit. And the disrespect that we're gonna give y'all, we are updating it. So 2026. Love you guys. Good for them.
I'm really interested about this game. Obviously it's a Captain America game.
Yeah.
The only thing I've seen from this game is one trailer, which I believe was a cutscene, was Captain America and like a Black Panther.
Yeah, just arguing on a bridge.
Yeah, arguing on a bridge. And that has been the only thing that has been posted in like a full year or something. That's the only thing we've heard from it. And then now it's delayed again. And there's still not a whole lot to show for it other than that one specific thing. Kind of like A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's like the one bit is all we've seen of it.
Yeah.
If it's delayed to be better, fine, whatever. But there should be more out by now, I feel like.
Yeah. It was also announced that all 6 episodes for Ironheart, we're going to drop 3 a week. So 2 weeks, 3 episodes.
That is so stupid.
That's so disrespectful.
It's hanging them out to dry. Like, it does not make sense what they're doing to that.
Nope.
Dropping 2 batches of 3 episodes is fucking pointless.
Yeah. In other news, we have a lot of things surprisingly coming up for Secret Wars eventually that's going to drop in a couple of years. And I'm really excited for a couple of things, and we're about to name them off right now. So, as of right now, we have had Thunderbolts. We are getting Ironheart June 24th. July 25th, we get Fantastic Four First Steps. August 6th, we get Eyes of Wakanda, the anthology animated series on Disney+. We get Marvel Zombies in October 3rd. That's going to be fucking awesome. Mark my words. Please let it be awesome. We get Wonder Man December 2025. We get Daredevil Born Again in March 2026. And then May 1st, 2026 is Avengers Doomsday, ladies and gentlemen. Then, right after, July 31st, a month after, Spider-Man Brand New Day. TBD for a couple of these projects. Vision Quest in 2026, TBD. Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse, I assume, or Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I guess that's season 2, 2026. And then the Punisher movie, the special presentation that we're supposed to get, 2026, and an untitled film. I couldn't care about it. It better not be a sequel to something stupid. And then finally, May 27th, 2027, we are getting Secret Wars.
I'm stoked,
I'm not
man.
mad at this list.
That's a good lineup, man.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige's kind of cooking.
Yeah.
He's kind of cooking. As good as the DCU is shaping up to be, Kevin Feige's going down swinging, man.
Yep.
The lineup's good. Again, they're hanging Ironheart out to dry. They're hanging Wonder Man out to dry, but, you know, I guess even really kind of Eyes of Wakanda, too. I haven't heard a whole lot about that either, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Same.
The slate looks nice.
I
don't like Marvel at all, and it's exciting.
I'm kind of excited for a new show coming out called The Paper. It is the Office spinoff, premiering in September. And if you zoom in on your bottom left, Ray, you know who you see? Oscar Martinez from the original.
That's Oscar.
And apparently that character is the same character, just returning for another season, series.
Great.
That's great.
Shout
I can't
out
wait,
Oscar.
dude. Batman Forever, the Schumacher cut. Apparently this is a real thing. Will release in LA on May 29th on the big screen.
Yeah, I love this because this
Let's
is
go.
This is
Ayer,
what
eat your heart out.
This is what got Ayer bitching.
Yeah.
Was I think Brian Schumacher? I can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, so he for some reason got the Batman Forever his own cut, and was able to. They announced the screening a long time
probably because
ago.
it was good, I bet.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was just funny. It's so random and not like asked for, like in a respectful way. Like I'm sure it's great, but nobody was like, we want the Schumacher cut, or hashtagging it or whatever. But yeah, it's exciting that it's coming out. Sucks it's only in LA or whatever. Like it's one of those kind of things.
Because you and I would go see it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But it is funny that this is what got Ayer going, was Schumacher getting his own cut of that. Like, I don't know, man. Yeah. So we did a whole episode on it.
Damn good.
We sang its praises. We talked about, how good the Thunderbolts movie was, how good Sentry and John Walker and Yelena and Red Guardian. The box office numbers, they're not as good as you might think they would be.
Yep.
Their weekend this past weekend was a $34 million international weekend. So it brings their estimated international total to $143 million and their global total to $272 million.
Yeah.
And I think the budget on this was like 180, 190, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So it needed to make like
4 to 5.
5 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It needed to be like double plus half or something. Like, I don't know how they describe it. Like 2.5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really even close.
No.
Unfortunately, as good as it was, as good as word of mouth was, I really thought it was going to pop off a lot more.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of those things to me. I bring it up a lot. Like, it wasn't even that good of I don't know. It was a good movie. Challengers, it flopped. Like, it did really poorly in the box office. But the word of mouth on that, I heard only positive things about the movie. So much so that I was like, this is gonna do like it's gonna do really well. It's gonna do like really well creep over time. and it just didn't. I think it made under 100 million in the box office.
Yeah.
This is the same kind of thing. I've heard nothing negative about this movie. I've heard every MCU head be like, "This is the shit.
Yeah.
Marvel is back," and then it still grosses. It's gonna
less
gross
than 300.
Yeah, it's gonna probably gross under 350, like in its total run, because surely it'll be on digital soon. Like they're not holding out for that.
I don't know. February was when Captain America came out, and it's still not on Disney Plus yet.
No shit.
Yeah, I've been waiting. Trust me. Speaking of movies that actually did well, a Minecraft movie has officially crossed $900 million globally and a $150 million budget. That's insane.
And here's the thing. They made $900 million. And do you know what happened today?
What?
My daughter graduated kindergarten. Do you know what that means? Summer is upon us, my friend. They made $900 million on this movie before the summer started. They have 2 versions of this movie in the theaters. And now millions of children
are now
will be out of school for the summer.
Oh my God.
They have been on track to break Inside Out 2's record for the entire run. But now at 900 million with the summer starting, it's going to be it could be 1.5. It could be 1.5.
What are you and Tuesday doing tomorrow? Trying to go see it?
She still has school for another week and a half, actually.
What the fuck, dude?
She graduated, but she still has school for a week and a half. Never heard anything like it.
That's disrespectful. Ryan Coogler's Sinners has officially become the 6th horror movie in history to pass $200 million domestically. Hell yeah, dude.
Well deserved,
I'm down
man.
As far, dude.
Another thing, I heard nothing negative about it, man. Sounds like a fantastic movie.
We talked about Marvel and Doomsday and things of that nature, but Avengers Doomsday releases almost 2 months before Supergirl and it has only started shooting about a week ago. Some of the cast haven't even read a single script page yet, and Supergirl will have over a year to work on VFX.
Right. So Supergirl just in the last week wrapped filming, and they're gonna have over a year to work on VFX, just like Superman did.
Yep.
Because that's how James Gunn does things.
Correctly.
And the juxtaposition to Avengers Doomsday releasing 2 months before Supergirl, but started shooting like 2 weeks ago. And at this point, a lot of the cast that has been confirmed in that Marvel live stream to be in whatever, they're in the movie, they haven't read a script. They don't know what they're doing, It's such a juxtaposition. Supergirl's exciting because I didn't screenshot it, but David Zaslav had a little quote from an interview. And he said, is that the co-head? Or who is the co?
Safran. Peter Safran.
Ooh, I can't remember. Maybe it was Zaslav that said it. One of the two. Safran or Zaslav. They said the 4 pillars of the DCU going forward. He said the 4 pillars of the DCU that we're going to build around. It will be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. He said those are the 4 pillars of the DCU going forward. And that wasn't James Gunn saying it. That was, again, I think it was Zaslav that said it.
But
go. Yeah, the 4 pillars of the DCU will be Wonder Woman and Supergirl, Superman, and Batman, obviously. That's fucking exciting, man. Like, this movie's going to be great. Like, we've got Jason Momoa Lobo in it. We've got, the Millie Alcock, House of the Dragon actress as Supergirl. It's finished.
Go.
It's done filming. The VFX, they have over a year to work on this movie. I am so excited, man. Like,
I can't imagine how Jason Momoa feels right now filming on a good set, dude. Like, good for him.
Yeah.
Like, truly, this is amazing. I can't wait, dude. I am freaking floored.
Speaking of floored, James Gunn had a little announcement on Instagram Threads. He announced he's writing his next movie.
Yep.
And somebody asked him a question, a very innocent question. They said, "The movie you're writing, is this something that you've already announced?" And he said no.
Yep.
He said, "I am writing something that I have not announced yet." So now, let's speculate.
You ready?
Let's speculate.
I'll give you 2 and I'll do 2. You go right ahead.
Justice League International.
Okay.
He's writing the JLI movie.
And?
That's it.
I
think he's writing JLI with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle and Maxwell Lord, and I think he's writing the JLI movie.
Okay.
Yep.
You ready? JLI or Plastic Man? Because
man, that would be good.
What's something that he could do? I genuinely think he can make an incredible Plastic Man.
Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I think. Oh,
We're getting Metamorpho, buddy. You're probably gonna get Plastic Man soon.
That's true. I hadn't thought about.
You're gonna get Booster and Plastic Man before the decade is over.
I hadn't thought about him so soon. Yeah, Plastic Man would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, I'm writing I'm writing our Batman. He's writing Batman now, or he's writing Wonder Woman.
Oh, he could be writing a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Like,
could be writing a Flash movie.
Green Arrow.
It could be.
Like he could help with Teen. No, not Teen
also,
Titans.
another funny bit. Throw it back to the trailer. One funny reaction I saw was, I think James announced it a long time ago that the graphics team from The Flash was returning to work on Superman, and we were like, "What? Are they really?" And so one of the reactions that I saw on Twitter was like, "This trailer is the VFX team saying, hey, we don't suck. We ran out of budget on the Flash. Like, listen, we know our shit.
Yeah, how dare y'all?
We just didn't have the money.
Let me explain something to y'all real quick. Oh, that's awesome.
We do this shit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We do this. Peacemaker Season 2 teaser has crossed 1.5 million views in less than 24 hours and is trending number 2 worldwide. John Cena makes hits, motherfucker. That's how we do's it.
It's funny, man. Yeah, the Snyder Bros, they hate everything. Peacemaker trailer dropped, and they're like, fucking Peacemaker. Nobody cares about Peacemaker.
1.5 million is less than 24. Eat our ass.
Number 2 on trending. You know, like,
suck our balls.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're back, bitches. Get your own Peacemaker fanny pack from the DC shop now. It literally says, we're back, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It looks awesome.
Yellow. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's got his peace pistols, his fucking helmet. Oh. Yeah, it looks fantastic. It's probably like $47, but it looks so damn cool.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier with Amanda Seyfried and Mark Wahlberg. The first teaser for the Ted animated series is coming soon to Peacock. So let's go. I'm pumped.
I'm pretty sure season 2 is still happening because now I'm doubting myself. I think Seth MacFarlane was so furious that they said season 2 is going to be so expensive that they wanted to make it an animated series that he said, no, we're getting season 2 and you're still doing the animated series.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened because now I'm thinking back to our episode. I think that was the deal, was that they were getting both. But I don't know. I need to look into it. I think season 2 is still happening.
Yeah. Something random, but I
love this.
I love for a multitude of reasons.
I love to be a hater for this man.
We love to hate on one man and one man besides The Rock, and it is Stephen Amell.
Yes, it is. Fuck that guy.
Fuck Stephen Amell. Suits LA, West Coast represent. Has been canceled after one season.
NBC had similar sentiments. They said, fuck Suits LA.
They said, eat our balls.
Fuck that one season of Suits LA. You're canceled.
Yep. I love it, dude. Ain't nothing better than just getting heartbroken by that motherfucker. It's awesome, dude. Eat shit.
Funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well because Ray and I are. Please drink plenty of water, be safe, and we'll see you guys next time for a brand new episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons. Stay tuned for big things coming. Doug has a festival, the Amp Camp Summerfest for all the adults. Go ahead and check it May 30th. We have a show June 18th for the Wacky Mighty Morphin Power Tour. Go ahead and check it out now. It is going to be absolutely amazing. Check all of my music out. Go ahead and link it to everything you need. Ladies and gentlemen, drink plenty of water, be safe, and we'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Boston.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!
We saw... Oh, shit. Blooper reel.